Hi, my name is Kim van Haster and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Bloomeffects.
My name is Hein van Haster. I'm a fourth generation bulb farmer and I'm the husband of Kim.
The inspiration behind Bloomeffects is really a marriage of our passions. It's about tulips and of course my beauty experience. But when I was frolicking in the fields for the first time when I arrived here in the Netherlands, we actually hand cut some tulips and took them home to arrange in a vase. And it was really me asking Hein, why can't I arrange these flowers properly in a vase? Because they always seem to move or flop over the next day. And you shared the fact that
they keep on growing.
They are one of the only flowers that continue to grow once they're cut. And that's when I had that tulip bulb moment and I said, we need to find out what compounds are in the tulip that are beneficial to the skin. It was actually really hard to discover what was in a tulip, but there was nothing documented on how the tulip is used for the skin because no one has done it before.
Tulip mania is a very specific period in Dutch history. 1633, 1637. The tulip was already very popular. Very many people started to invest in tulip bulbs and prices rose to enormous levels. One tulip bulb was sold for over 5,000 guilders. That is a big amount because Rembrandt got 1,600 guilders for his night watch. One tulip bulb, you could buy a house in Amsterdam, on the Amsterdam canals. The black tulip, that was the dream of every botanist in the 17th century, because if you grew a black tulip, you would be a millionaire instantly, because everybody wanted a black tulip.
I'm a biologist and epidemiologist of training. I'm specialized in the use of plant compounds in sustainable crop protection. And I'm also looking for use of plant compounds in health and cosmetics. What's important is that plants have to protect themselves against all adverse conditions. For example, go high up in the mountains, you have a lot of UV irradiation, and there you see really this splendid coloring. And that's just a kind of protecting the flowers, the plants, against the high UV. And that's very interesting, and so you can use that again also for the human skin to protect it against ultraviolet radiation. You can learn a lot of the plants and the compounds. You can translate them to the skin of people. Tulip continues to grow after cutting, and that's due to the presence of an auxin. This is a growth hormone, and that takes up the water, and then the tulip is even growing larger. And it's of course for human skin important because it continues to take and to keep the water inside the skin.
The Netherlands produces billions of tulip flowers and at the moment they are not used. So we actually got 2 government grants to find out which compounds are in the actual flower. And to find this out, we worked together with the University of Leiden and we found some very interesting things. The tulips are only in bloom for 2 weeks or 3 weeks of the year. Chopping them is an essential part of growing tulips because we use the bulbs, we don't use the tulip itself. If we leave the flower on, all the energy that the plant produces goes back into the flower and we want it to go back into the bulb. Now I'm really excited that Bloomeffects is using the choppings for their products as well because it's truly circular farming. It's very sustainable and it's good for the environment as well because now you're turning a waste product into a useful product.
The inspiration behind the Black Tulip Collection is really about the discovery of flavonoids. And what we've discovered through the government grants and working with the University of Leiden is the deeper the darker the tulip, the richer the flavonoid count. And it doesn't get any deeper and darker than the black tulip. Flavonoids are very beneficial to the skin because they possess high antioxidant properties. So they protect you against free radical damage, and that's really what we need to preserve the youth of our skin. We commissioned a black tulip in vivo clinical study, and what we discovered with the black tulip is that it reduces oxidative stress by 70%, it improves skin thickness by 54%. And the black tulip improves the skin's ability to produce hyaluronic acid naturally. This is a celebration of upcycled tulip petals as well as an overnight 3-step regimen. In the first step, you have your overnight retinoid serum, and this is a retinoid serum that rejuvenates the skin, it replenishes the skin, and exfoliates. The second step is an eye treatment. This tightens, brightens, and awakens. You can use it day or night. And the third step is our face treatment, designed to be used as a day moisturizer, a night moisturizer, and a wipe-off mask.